But you hosted Lord Hannon, who came here and talked about Te Tiriti. So you are hosting, you are initiating discussions and debates. Is it even fair to say that you don't have a position when you invite Lord Hannon to talk about treaties?
Well, we're here to talk. We do defend, and we staunch defenders of democracy. And in the context of something like Three Waters, which is obviously all post-1840 assets, it's a little bit of a fudge to try to shove that into some sort of treaty overlay on it, and we rightly pointed that out. But we come at it from these are ratepayer assets, they're funded by our members and supporters, and so we should keep that democratic accountability and control. Lord Hannon actually wasn't here to do with the treaty. Lord Hannon was here because it was our 10-year...
And what did he talk about while he was here?
Party.
You must have known what he was coming for. Much of his conversation was about treaties, Indigenous treaties around. Did you invite any iwi leaders to that hui?
Well, he was the guest speaker. We had one guest speaker.
You're talking about democracy, and you represent all taxpayers. Did you invite any iwi leaders?
If you want to play that game, you know.
What, the game where she catches you out and puts your words back on yourself because you said it's about democracy, but you didn't provide an opportunity for a democratic conversation around treaty issues by ignoring the Māori community and iwi and just bringing in Lord Hannon. Is that the game you're talking about, Jordan? Because if that's the game you're talking about, I think she won that game. I think she won that game, Chewy. Keep going, you all right?
Yeah.
Taxpayers, did you invite any iwi leaders?
If you want to play that game, you know, my current chair, my last chair, were both Māori. And that...
I know a Māori, so I can't be accused of various anti-Māori sentiment.
Bullshit.
Because I know one.
Who's right through when we first had to touch
honestly,
democracy
don't
issues.
think that those two individuals would say that they were treaty experts. They're not elected. They're not elected. Because you're using them as people that you've invited to the hui. I'm asking you, did you invite any of the wider Māori community, iwi leaders, academics, treaty experts?
Unless they're members and supporters, it's not a question we ask our people, in terms of when you join, we don't ask, for example, your profession or whether you're an iwi leader. But just come back to...
No, Mihi, you don't get it. I need to move on from this question because I'm actually a bit cramped by it. So look, we just need to move away from that. Please, Mihi, can we just move away from this, please? Because I don't really have an answer here. Because what he's about to say is basically if you're a member, you got an invite. If you're not a member, you didn't. But hang on, Lord Hannon wasn't a member, so you had speakers. So in a democratic process, wouldn't you want to get a broad perspective of conversation? And that's just what I guess we're wondering now.
Profession or whether you're an iwi leader. But just come back to...
You're running campaigns and discussions that are central to the nationhood of Aotearoa. But it seems to be that you're running one view only.
You seem to be mistaken that we're really interested in the treaty or issues. Well, no, we're not, except for when it fits within our mission, which is that democratic accountability. Lord Hannon, sorry, can I just be really clear on this? Lord Hannon we didn't invite him over to talk about the treaty. The reason we had Lord Hannon over, it was our 10-year event. One of the, frankly, I think a laundry list of mistakes in that earlier documentary was it said that I met Lord Hannon through the Atlas Network. Totally untrue. Absolutely bananas untrue.
We didn't say that, Jordan.
Yes, you did. I watched the video this morning.
We absolutely did not say that.
And it said, I can absolutely assure you, I did not meet Lord Hannon through the Atlas Network. I know because I met him it was the European...
That's great to know, but we didn't say you met Lord Hannon through the Atlas
But you implied again, because your only link to the Australian referendum was through Atlas. That was the only link that made us relevant for the story. And what I'm telling you...
Not necessarily, because as a campaign organisation in Aotearoa who runs narratives often, like on Three Waters, like on anti...
And you can't really challenge it now, Jordan, because you just said changing the hearts and minds. You've just said it. We run narratives, changing the hearts and minds. You don't do that other than putting a narrative out there.
Co-governance, you are powerful. You're all but powerful for the narrative of Aotearoa. So on something that's so important, like the founding document of Te Tiriti, that's why we are asking the question of you, is what would that look like? What is the position on that? And so are you saying that you won't be running any campaigns? You'll have nothing to do with...
This is a bit like Mark Mitchell. Careful your answer here, Jordan. Now he's about to ask you, so therefore you're saying you're not going to have anything to do with commentary around Te Tiriti. That's what she's going to ask you. Be careful what you answer.
And so are you saying that you won't be running any campaigns? You'll have nothing to do with the bill?
Well, I've just said it's not in our wheelhouse.
So there will be absolutely no
I
participation?
can't see why the Taxpayers Union would fundraise for a campaign that's not about tax, spending, democratic accountability.